When I look out my window, many sights to see. When I look in my window, so many different people to be, and that it's strange, so strange. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. Oh, must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. When I look over my shoulder, what do you think I see? Some other cat looking over his shoulder at me, and he's strange, so strange. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. Beatniks are out to make it rich. Ooh, must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. You've got to pick up every stitch. The rabbit's running in the ditch. Beatniks are out to make it rich.
Just in time for the Rose song. The Rose song? Hello, everybody. Thank you. Perfect timing. My husband just dropped off my snicky snacks for tonight. Hello, everybody. I'm trying to like do 5 things at the same time, if this will let me. I'm so like not. Oop, nope, nope, nope. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Okay. All right. Hi guys. Welcome. This is kind of if those of you who haven't seen my community post yet, a couple of streams I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be a like special like donation stream if anyone is able to help me. Unfortunately, my dogs and I got into we all got injured, and hospital bills, vet bills, surgery bills, just you don't how do you plan for stuff like that? You just can't, and it's really frustrating. But I see that Polynomial Purebred did tip about 13 minutes ago. I appreciate you so much, so much, so much. I'm healing. I'm doing okay. I am gonna go to the doctor next week to see if I have any nerve damage, but it's hope. For me, it's on my right forearm, and you know what? At first, I was like, "Thank you, wow, this is great," because I'm left-handed, but I didn't realize that my left hand is only really good to write. My strongest hand is my right because the world is catered towards right-handed people. So it really didn't help. But anyway, thank you to anyone who came here, who donated. Appreciate you guys. So on tonight, I have Cornville Three-Way, and we are going to continue with the Dono Streamzilla. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
Of course.
Keep cracking through this little gem.
Yeah. Yeah, we are gonna do it. So the link to donate, I highlighted it on the chat, and it's also in the description if you can. Thank you to Asbury Brad for this amazing Joran the Barbarian piece of art. It's delectable. It's like when you look at it, I think you'll know what it is when you see it. And so were you? What did you say? Weren't you singing that song? What song? Oh, no, the opening song. No, that wasn't me. That was not me. I can't remember the band's. Nope. Amy Montgomery. My God, hello. I've been reading shit like all wrong today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's probably time I get glasses. Enjoy how Three-Way says the words the way he says them. Aww. Egbert loves the way you say words.
The way I say words. Well, been doing it all my life, so.
Yeah, you know, when you're good at something, just you keep going with it. You know, you don't just pull a Joran and think, hey, you know what? I would really like to do this. Let me just not learn how to do it and just do it and expect everyone to love and adore me.
Exactly. And I mean, until he was a complete creep and asshole, people begrudgingly did.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
What?
Cornville 3 Gay donated $3.
Okay.
Cornville is a fake Australian. He's a Australian, mate.
Thank you to Cornville 3 Gay. Appreciate it. You fake Australian, you. He's a fraudulent mate.
What did he say for Australian? That is I couldn't have come up with that, so that's impressive.
Honestly, I just thought, oh hey, that's a real word.
Yeah, well, it is now.
It is.
We're putting it into the
It is now.
You know, don't the Oxford Dictionary add weird shit every year, so that can go in there if it's not already.
Yes, good job, Cornville 3 Gay. Okay, so I don't know, I guess I thought we were farther, but when I checked the timestamp of our last stream, we finished a little over 2 hours. So we've got another. Damn, this thing is so long. It's so crazy. How did Clobber...
So we got just under another 2 hours.
Just under another 2 hours, yeah. How did honestly,
so in other words, we've got another 5 streams.
We got another 5 of these to go. Exactly. All right, we're gonna get started. For those of you who have not been to this,
Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Egbert donated $5.
oh, thank you so much, Eggbird. My God, you guys are gonna make me cry. Okay, so already, you guys know I'm a crybaby. Oh, back to explaining. So Joran did. He wasn't invited, but Clobber wanted to do this whole Streamzilla thing to share all the introduce all like the newcomers who are streaming. This was like the evening stream. He invited not Molly, Milena, Danny G, and TLI to join, and then somehow at the last minute, Jordan's like, "Hey, can I join?"
Yeah.
And Clobber being Clobber, he was like, "Sure." Perfect. Hello, Eelweird. Not only is Cornville Three-Way not from Australia, I'm starting to doubt he is even from the South. Can someone check his kitchen to see if it's clean? Oh, yes. We know people in the South, they really, really must...
Eel sounds like one of those yee boys.
Yee boys, yeah. You damn yee boy. All right. We're going to get started. Let's see how the volume is.
Well.
Yeah, probably Hambubber, but also, yeah, push it back.
Oh, already a good line from Joran. He says, Hambubber instead of Hambubger.
Oh, it's so hard to remember Hambubger because it's a very common name. So
It is.
I can see how he mucked that up.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Back. Molester back.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh my god, I didn't say hi to everybody. That's so rude of me. I'm like so nervous. Hello, Pussy Destroyer, Crime Watch Bailey, Kit Kat Meow. I'm getting better. I just gotta check a couple things. Sorry, please. Egbert. Polynomial Purebred, hello. Viral Effects, Donde Lieta, Timothy Goodwin, Asbury Brad. Outdoor Loser, hello, and Ilrear, I guess.
so that he's definitely in most people's top 5 for sure.
And Watley too is also horrible.
Oh yeah, he's kind of a underrated one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pure evil too. I believe he was I think rapist. Whatever it was something horrific.
Thank you,
I think
Jordan.
rapist.
Really? You don't say.
It's like, I just love the way he's like, I think one of the guys that turned up to try to fuck a kid might be a rapist.
Might
I don't know, I'm throwing it out there.
I know it's a crazy concept, but I don't know.
Oh, Joran, come on, mate. Like, we all hate these guys, but let's not go throwing around.
Throwing around the
Crazy
R
shit
word.
like that.
Yeah. I think he was a rapist.
Who is Watley that he's talking about?
I don't know. I was listening further to see, like, did he say molester back?
He said molester back, yeah, before that.
Before that, but then he said, like, Watley or something.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
sure
Cause I'm
said
just
Watley.
a Cali
Yeah.
slime bucket witch lady.
Kozanton donated $5. I find all Joran content absolutely unlistenable, but I love you guys. Cheers.
Oh, Kozanton, you always know the right things to say. And I appreciate your donation. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate you, being here, despite your hate of Joran.
Yeah, you make an appearance, you say how you feel, and that's totally fine.
Lorna, do you have you have somebody who you just cannot stand?
Yeah, I mean, definitely because of them being like touch offenders, Westerbeck and Hambubger for sure.
Okay, sure.
Like, yeah, like that kind of puts them in another category because
Yeah.
they have like real victims. But I mean, definitely Dustin McFetridge just because of how experienced he seemed too. Just because he just seems so like, oh, like this is old hat for me. Like I'm not new to this seducing children game. Like it really felt like that to me. So that kind of puts him in that category as well as like a likely somebody who's done something to someone in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever read his chat log or checked out.
Oh yeah.
Babsby.
I watched the Babsby videos.
It's
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way that chat log is palatable, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And like in some ways, Lauren's chat log is a
So
lot more palatable.
I'm guessing
Babsky's
Joran
doing
was
it
talking
too.
about
Yeah.
Well,
molestation.
yeah. Well, anything's palatable when Babsby's doing it.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Cause I'm just
But
a
yeah, I
Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Gorilla Face Gwen donated $5. So sorry to hear what happened. Nice to see the bogan not on Smoko for a change. I hate O-Face Cuckboy too.
Cause I'm just
I've
a
got-
Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Polynomial Purebred donated $5. Hey, can I invite myself to star in your Streamzilla? I promise to show minimal intelligence and gun for maximal exposure a la Joran? Kidding, felt someone needed to self-insert into the stream.
that is very on point. For Joran, polynomial.
Cause
gets
I'm
it.
just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Asbury_Brad donated $5. Feel better.
Thank you, Asbury. And yes, I was happy to come off Smoko, which is pretty rare for me for this. Are you on mute, Kelly?
Oh my god, I was sorry. I was taking a bite of my little snack here, and thank you guys. Polynomial purebred. Yeah, it's very common to try to insert yourself into some. What is Smoko?
Smoko, so it's pretty common word. So smoke break essentially. So like when you're at work and you're having like if you're having like morning tea, lunch or whatever, or just a break. So not so much. I guess smoking isn't as big a thing these days, but like when most people would smoke, so you say I'm going on a smoke break, so called smoko.
A smoko. Okay.
Yeah, like it. So it's such a common phrase. Like the chats who like were a really bad, like bad in a good way, Australian punk band. That their biggest song is called "I'm on Smoko."
Smoko. I'll have to look that up. Hi, Chatterbait Billy. So yeah, my apologies. I don't want you guys to hear. I don't want you guys to hear me chewing. I think it's rude.
Hear me chewing.
Hear me chewing.
Just like it's stomach turning. Yeah, just that by itself also. But yeah, he's just he's nasty. Like
he would have definitely been on my top 10 if Walls didn't have him, and as would have Westerbeck. Milena, do you have one?
Actually, I have a couple, and I do believe they have changed since last we talked about it. But
what I was going to say before when Batsby came up.
As what?
When Batsby came up, like they were talking about, like because Law and Identity said that he was watching it on Batsby, and then like everyone kind of said, how good Batsby is, and like Joran's just little like utterance at the. It's the same as whenever like someone else but him gets praise, he's always kind of like, oh yeah. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I love it. He always does it. Like if someone would say how good Clobber is in that, like especially in his own streams, he'd be like, oh yeah, he is, but like you could tell he's like, fucking, he's not as good as me.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's so true. Like anytime someone compliments somebody else, he's just so dismissive. Like he can't be supportive of anyone else but himself. Like, do you think that's gonna work, Joran? Like to make other people not like other content creators and just like you? I mean, it's also like it's a jealousy thing.
I think that's right. I think it's definitely a jealousy thing. Totally. And it's one of those things like I don't even know if he's fully aware of it, but it is funny, like as if he's just trying to like plant seeds of doubt there, so people like, man, Joran is amazing. And look, I've always liked Clobber and Batsby, but if he's not really on board, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they're not that great.
I mean, maybe I don't have any taste, I guess.
Yeah. Joran has spoken.
Kaylee, which kind of Lunchables are you eating? Shrimp tempura Lunchables. Could you imagine if that was a thing? Ugh.
I don't think I want to, peel that off, and yeah, I don't think that's the vessel for shrimp tempura.
No, but the pepperoni pizza Lunchables, those fucking slap. Just like
I don't think I've seen those.
Oh,
they sound good though.
They do. They're just so. It's all terrible. It's all like horrible stuff for you, but I guess it's one of those like nostalgia things that I remember eating as a kid, and something about the. I guess because in my time I grew up with things not as fresh. Everything comes in a can or pre-cooked and stuff like that. So it's like.
Yeah, I like to get Devon every so often and relive my childhood days.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Do you have Devon?
Devon? No, what's that?
Oh, it's like a processed meat. Like I don't know. Like I think it's also called like luncheon meat and stuff.
Okay.
But it's kind of like it's somewhere between
bologna?
Yeah, it's somewhere between like salami and bologna, just above ham cubes, probably.
Spam.
Yeah.
Eel says, my mom wouldn't let me eat Lunchables as a kid. She told me they'd turn me Australian, pukey face.
Imagine how much cooler you could have been, Neil. Now you're just stuck being you.
Yep.
Thanks, Mum.
Thanks, Mom.
He's on my list. Number 9.
Yeah. And that other predator that he befriended him in jail,
Daniel Kelly.
Daniel Kelly, thank you. Sorry. Yeah,
and the guy who brought his son.
What's that?
The guy who brought his son, obviously. Just,
yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah. But that because those three are vile in their own ways. I think the reason why I picked out those two first because one is definitely a serial killer or one in the making, and the other is definitely a serial rapist in the making. So
yeah.
So it was a Todd Spikes, and what was the second one? Sorry, what was his name? Daniel Kelly. Like, because the behavior and the way they speak is incredible.
Did you hear that? His little.
Yep.
So disgusting.
Mute yourself. Like, why can't you just mute yourself?
I don't know. It's just so. It's rude.
Yeah.
It's rude to who you're streaming with and, the people that are in the stream, like, participating. It's just. Or was it
absolutely?
Yeah, or was it such a bad, a crazy habit? Like it was a tick for him.
Yeah, kind of like the sniffing and that.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe it's that kind of thing where he doesn't even realize it. But it's funny because I always, because I mean, it's no secret I love the Kennedy and Joran stream, but like they're so similar with their shit. Like whenever you would hear them on other streams. Like, they both are awful stream guests. Like, I mean, fucking Kennedy would be in doing her grocery shopping on streams and shit. So, like, at least Joran isn't doing that, I guess. But, like, all these sounds all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up raising his desk at some point during the stream. Like, it's just terrible.
Absolutely. It could just be like that self-awareness that they lack. Or what I think for Kennedy personally is she thinks it's cute. It's cute. It's quirky.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, this is just so me. Just in Walmart, shopping for my snicky snacks.
Exactly.
That's what I think for Kennedy, but for Joran, I don't know. We are.
Well, I think
so
they
woefully.
both. Yeah, sorry. I I just think that they both thought they were such an attraction that, like, you know, like Ivory was like with Kennedy. I think that's a good point. She thought it was cute, but I also think she thought that, like, you know, almost like diva behavior. Like, you know, if you want me on your stream, I'm a busy Southern lady. I need to do my shit. So you're going to put up with that. Like, they didn't understand that it was the other way around. Like, anyone having them on a stream was either doing them a favor or just kind of got put in that really awkward situation where you've asked directly, almost demanded to be on it, and most people aren't going to go no. Like, they're going to go, yeah, and then try to do what I think they've done a lot of times when you see these bigger streams is like, okay, if I'm doing this, I'm having friends on to fucking make this bearable and hopefully drown out this shit.
Yeah. But it's so hard to not drown out. It's so, I don't know, obvious, or it's just that annoying.
Yes. Yeah. You can't miss it.
Okay, sorry, I was also messaging somebody.
Incredibly disturbing. Like this is all like they don't have the same level of panic.
Oh, we got Clay here. Hola, bestie.
That
Clay.
somebody that the other predators had as well when they were caught. So like Todd Sparks had this kill kit in his car, and when he was being interrogated, he had like this sort of he almost looked not even frustrated, but he was just kind of looking around, like waiting to go. Like he was like, oh yeah, I've been caught. Like, let's just get this over with and done. Like, you let me just send me to prison so I can come back.
Hello, generic Puerto Rican male. I forgot about that guy who had that fucking kill kit in his car.
Yes.
That's scary.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Like, it is funny, the ones that stick in your head. And like the other ones, when you think, you know, why is that not a? I wonder
isn't that like a highlight?
Why that is. Yeah, absolutely.
Like he was gonna take shit to already a disgusting level. He was gonna up it more totally and possibly do a little bit of murdering.
Well, that's the thing, and I think it's like, if you don't think about it too much, like, you know, subconsciously, like, because obviously you're watching the show, you know everyone is completely safe. You know this isn't a kid. You know, like, you know, the cops and cameras and all that are there. But but you don't think about the fact that this person going there didn't know that. This person going there thought that there was a little kid all alone with, you know, parents out of town for the weekend or whatever the fuck. So when you put yourself in his mindset that he's gone there with this kill kit essentially, thinking that there is this kid that is completely defenseless with no one checking on them for at least tonight, and he's got that in his car, and like that's, you know, insane. It's kind of like, you know, there's only one reason you buy condoms on the way there.
Exactly.
And there's only one reason you've taken this there.
Yep.
You know,
very true.
Really, really scary. And then that's the thing, if this stuff was real, which stuff like this happens, which is real, that's what there isn't any cameras there isn't any you know, so you can't. And I think a lot of those things, like, you know, you kind of go, well, what I'm trying to say here, but like, they've been caught. Like, you know, it's like where they'll say, oh, well, you know, I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, but that's the point. You haven't done anything because there's cops there to stop you. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
it's like it's scary to think that, like, has he done this before, or is this he really thought that this child was going to be there, like you said, and
well, that's it. And most things,
it was recorded and it was fucking Chris Hansen and all the peeps.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's a good point about, has he done this before? Like, because most crimes, nearly all crimes, are escalations. So, you know, like, even like, you know, you look at Lorne, like, that's how, like, I'm very confident that there's more victims than just the ones we know about, because, you know, you don't start out with, you know, hi, my precious princess, let's get married. I'm coming to meet you. You know, you start out with just testing the waters and that. And so even Molly, like, there would have been, to get to the stage where, you know, he was happy to go and stalk her at a fair and that, there had been many more before that where he wouldn't go to that stage. And so the guy with the kill kit, 100%, like, this isn't his first attempt at something. You don't go, you know what, I am going to go follow, you know, my pedo fantasies, and I'm going to kill them once we're done. Like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, for the first time.
Hello, evil little McNuggets. Yeah, you hit the nail on the net. It's fucking scary, bruh. Oh, Catchy. Hello, Catchy.
Hello, Catchy. Hello, evil McNuggets. Hello, everyone.
Oh, Viral said something really funny, as always. Jordan's kill kit contains a pair of genie slippers, a guitar, and a toupee. Oh my god!
Because by the end of, you know, his performance with the guitar, you're begging for death. Like,
yes.
Put me out of my misery, Joran.
Well,
you asked for it, yeah.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that, like, if he ever like went to a party, Joran would bring his guitar and be that guy.
Absolutely. And, like, because I think when he watches movies, like, you know, especially like you see like those 90s movies and that, and there's a surfer dude with his guitar, and all the girls are kind of like sitting around swooning at him. Like, that's how Joran sees himself. All the girls of the community being like, you know, like head in their hands, like, oh.
And I believe, and I think he has said it. Like, he gave like his amazing advice, you know, we are all so woefully ignorant to. If you play the guitar, you will get chicks.
Yeah, exactly right.
That has come out of his mouth. So I very much agree that that's why he started to play the guitar, just so he can be a chick magnet with his tunes.
Absolutely. And all these songs are, you know, like the kind of R&B or that kind of, you know, which is so funny.
But it's like crazy because, like, he likes the older stuff. Like, could you imagine him going to a party, let's say in his 40s, and because he likes younger females, him just playing these like old R&B songs, and all the girls are like, "What the hell is this?" Do you know
Who
Dashboard?
likes Bill Withers?
Yeah, who likes Bill? Yeah, I want to hear some Dashboard. I want to hear some of that emo shit that he would definitely not go for. Does Guitar Hero count? You know, if the party you're going to has the console for it, then totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
When Guitar Hero came out, everyone just decided, hey, I can play Guitar Hero, I can play guitar.
Exactly. I mean, Guitar Hero was pretty fun for a little while there, to be fair.
Oh, totally. I liked whatever the band one was.
Oh, Rock Band?
Rock Band, yeah.
Yeah.
I always just like doing like the vocals because they always had really good female songs.
Yeah. No, all that stuff was great. I used to like the through the fire and the flames. I used to fucking crank that one.
Out and do this all
You
over
just
again.
smash
He had that.
the keys.
It's what?
You could just like smash the keys and get most of it right.
Totally. You don't have to do much. Just get some of it.
Yeah.
You suck.
Point, Melena, because I've thought this too. Like Todd Spikes, when he got arrested, when he was in that interrogation room, he had this smug arrogance that he knew he was going to get away with it. He knew he was a cop. He knew. So that's one of the things I really hate about him is he was in there like, you know what? Can we just go through the motions here and I'll be back on the street in like, 2 months.
In no time.
I'm sure I'll get probation or, go ahead and slap me on the wrist and send me back out there. But I'm convinced that guy was going to kill that decoy.
Oh,
For
sure.
For sure.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
like he has that air about him. Like you could just see it in his face, in his just eyes. It's just this. It's like he does behave like other serial killers. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I've seen the interrogations. They have the same mannerism. Now, fucking dead. I forgot his name. Daniel Kelly. Okay, I remember that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Daniel Kelly. He talks like a serial rapist because he has this sort of air of like almost like innocence, but also kind of like a romantic, charming way that he talks about the decoy.
Oh yeah, he talks about like taking him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catchy. Clobber isn't actually on the stream. It's just me and Cornville Three-Way. We're listening to a stream that Clobber did 3 years ago. It was the Streamzilla, and Joran was in it. So we're just listening to hear Joran's wonderful knowledge of his TCAP and Lorne. So.
That's what I was like when Catchy was, hey, Chloe, I'm like I thought maybe Clobber was in the chat.
Yeah, me too.
I was all excited, like, no, Clobber. I'm very excited to see all of you, though.
Yes.
I realised that didn't come out very well.
You're not Catchy. People have asked that at least like once every time we do this stream. It is really confusing. So, you are no dummy.
It's just me, sorry.
Taking her on dates and going to the movies together and having dinner. And...
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like he talks like, oh, well, it was going to be a relationship. It was going to be something, like of course, like, he's lying, he's not insisting that they were actually going to have sex, but I don't think it was going to be sex. I think it was going to be something quite different, for him anyway. So, he also talks like a serial rapist. So I think that those.
Yeah, he was a.
McNuggets, I was excited for the stream until I heard Cornville's voice.
That's fair. I understand.
He was definitely. He had that creepy vibe.
Yeah, and it's like he almost had like sort of like. Everything was all right, like it was all good, like everything's fine. It's just I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but and that guy who brought his son, I hope he's burning.
Yeah,
quite nice.
I can never remember that guy's name, but
me either.
Yeah, hopefully if CTP is still here, he's my resident expert on that stuff. He knows all these guys. Go ahead.
Anybody who gets like snarky, I think is someone who invokes rage,
like a Sokol,
or like like Sokol, or like Mike Manzi too, a little bit, where he's just like, it's a yoga move too, like
right.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Still, it's a yoga move too.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Anybody who is sitting in that police interrogation room or talking to Chris Hansen, like they know they're busted, and then they have to get. Not only do they have to not only are they like they're trying to rape a kid, but they're also sarcastic.
Manzi was really funny because of that. He tried to make he tried to justify everything that he did, and I'm wondering, did he pre-think all these answers just in case, or what?
I think he might have, because he was incredibly aware of the show. Towards the end, where he's like, if I go out there, I'm going to get arrested. He knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yes.
So, and I definitely don't think Mike Manzi's an idiot. I think he's a relatively switched on guy. So I think he
knows math.
He does know math. And he's got that math shirt, so
to prove it.
I can't, I won't.
I can't, I won't.
I really quite enjoy watching Manzi's one, because he is such a shithead.
Yes.
just whenever I watch it, it's like, I can't, I won't. Well, I think you can and you will. Mike, you fucking asshole.
'Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Cat G donated $10. Gotta love those fur babies.
thank you so much. And yes, I know you love your fur babies, Catchy, and I love mine. They're my children. I don't care. Like I just call them like they're my fucking kids. So I'd do anything for them. Clearly, Mike.
Absolutely.
Mike Manzi is a smart guy. They don't just let anyone work at PetSmart. Good boy. That's true.
But yeah, he's was very, and like, you know, the and a few of them do it too, but he's straight into it. And I think that's a good point with it. Like, it's almost like he had rehearsed this, because he was straight into the, like, you know, well, you know, I knew she was here home alone. I was concerned about her, or whatever he says. Like, as if, and I love it when they say that, as if they just, like, you know, they're like the internet neighborhood watch. Like, you know, well, you know, I guess I started out here trying to rape this kid, but now I'm just concerned about her safety, so I'm going to show up with condoms. And, you know, what was that guy? Which was the guy where he tried to explain away the condoms? Oh, the dude, fuck, I can't remember his name, but...
Could it be someone, I think it was Ilrirg. The only reason you buy condoms is to make balloon animals. That's what Jay Refner got them for. Could that be it? I don't know. I read that and I was like, does he say that? Really?
But he was doing it because he tried, because he, you know, he had like a stepdaughter or something, and all this. But he tried to say that, you know, he was just going to come, and he was going to be basically like, look, I know you're here on your own. You're obviously looking to have sex, saying that, you know, we were going to do it, but we're not going to do that. I've just shown up to say, hey, if you're going to have sex, make sure you use these. Like, what a great guy.
What a very stand-up guy. Totally. Thank you. Good for you. But like, I recently watched this body cam video. This chick left her child, or baby, more of a baby type. Baby type of person, you know. She left it in the car for almost an hour, like about an hour and a half almost, just to gamble. And when the police came out to confront her, she had every single type of excuse. It was like almost brilliant in a way. Like, she had an answer for everything. But when they asked for evidence, then she had another excuse, like, oh, this baby was being watched by a family member, but where'd they go? Oh, they left. How did you know they left? This
isn't even my baby. Someone just put this baby in my car. Whose fucking baby is this?
You saw that video, Kit Kat Meow? Yeah, it was amazing. Like, she really was able to come up with some excuses, and I was like, all right. But the cops were smart enough and, of course, didn't believe her. But they just kept trying to catch her in these lies, and she just had an answer for everything. And that's what, like, Mike Manzi reminds me of. And, like, I have never had anyone ask me, how's your downward dog, without insinuating, like, anything that's sexual.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. No one's just like, you know, a real yoga enthusiast and, you know, wants to correct your technique.
Oh, good idea.
Without their penis.
Polynomial. Yes, I'll add that to the next body cam stream that I do. I will be doing a few of those, I believe, next week. You know, also because I miss doing them. I have a lot of fun.
Like assholes as well.
Right.
Mike
Like, you
Manzi
also
is
just
one of
suck.
them. Mike Manzi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Clifford
exactly, yeah.
Clifford
Speaking
Wallach
of.
Wallach is the guy who brought his son.
Mike
That's his
Manzi.
name.
Yeah.
Photofix Tia, is that his screen name?
I don't remember him because he's bald like me. But I make this look good. Honestly, Mike Manzi looks better bald than Jordan. Sorry.
Oh, he does, yeah. Not wanting to give Mike Manzi any credit, but
yeah, he looks like Gollum, but he's got a okay shaped head.
Yeah, he doesn't have whatever's going on with Jordan's head.
I have been in this yoga studio for 24 years, and I have very seldom been asked, "How's your downward dog?" That's funny. That's a good one.
I assume that's his screen
Photo
name.
fix, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was, yeah, it's that dude.
Danny, you got one?
I have, yes. Anyone who is a teacher, literally fucking hate them. Like, they just incite blind rage in me.
Sure.
Because, I mean, you work with, like, these people who are, you know, they don't know any better, and also they're supposed to trust you. And then it just brings, like, oh, who was it? Was it, I don't know, it was one of the guys from, like, the first ones. They had, like, one of the students say, "Oh yeah, he was a creep.
Yeah,
he used to look down our shirts."
That might have been Baps, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. But it was just like, yeah, he used to look down our shirts and da-da-da. He was definitely very creepy. Like, you have students saying this, and I think he was actually one of those guys who actually straight up was able to just walk back into his job.
Well, actually,
like, for a little while. For a little while, he was back.
Yeah, he did. He came back. After he bailed out, he went right back to work without telling the school.
Like, act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was infuriating because they told us that, of course, and I'm sure once they saw the investigation, they were like, "Oh, nope." But yeah, that pisses me off. And then there's, I mean, sometimes it's such obvious low-hanging fruit, but Dustin McFetridge is disgusting. I have no doubt that he did it before. I have absolutely no doubt that he did something like this before. I mean, obviously there's proof. Like he said, the Japanese steakhouse situation.
Yeah, there was more to that Japanese steakhouse story than Dustin was. What happened was I was going to hit on her daughter. You know, there's more to that story than what Dustin was muttering.
Oh yeah, way more. And I think that the whole reason, because people don't just come to find you at the Japanese steakhouse when you've done an they come there when you've absolutely pissed them off, like, this is happening, hands are flying, fuck you.
Right.
I will kill you in this Japanese steakhouse. That's what comes out of that. Like, I don't think that was all the truth. And then, of course, the guy who brought his kid, but the one I hate the most, the one that always...
What do you think happened in the steakhouse? What do you think the actual story is there?
Honestly, I feel like Dustin was stalking. I feel like he was just probably stalking. Like, maybe he was talking. If he was talking to this person with the daughter or whatever, that just does not sound correct for me when it comes to parenting. But I know there are horrible parents out there.
Yep. I think it was either I think that definitely could have been, stalking, or, he was talking to, this kid and maybe the parents found out and they did their own kind of little sting, like, hey, come here, and he turns up. But I think the reason nothing came of it is because he put on probably the same kind of thing he does to get out of everything. Like, really played on his disability and, that he didn't mean it. And maybe even, because he does kind of, make himself not even just seem physical disabled, like almost, like there's a big difference between Dustin and Dustin when he's caught or he's under pressure. And he almost makes it look like maybe he's got some kind of intellectual disability as well. So I think they were just kind of like, not tricked by that, but just kind of like, look, get the fuck out of here if you ever talk to my daughter again. you know, this is your one chance kind of thing.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't he like request while he was in prison like a jacuzzi or something that was,
Yeah.
that was supposedly a huge part of his ailments that he needs.
Exactly. Like, fucking what do you think this is? Like, just like living it up in the jacuzzi. All the other inmates walking by is like, "G'day, boys." But like, even right down to is like, you know, I can't go to prison because I've got a cane and that. Like, as if that's like the getter. Like, well, you make a fair point. You're like, all right, off you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, obviously, if you're walking on a cane and you're doing all right, then they'll give you a cane. It won't be what you're used to. It'll probably hurt your wrists, but there you go. You can walk. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking gets me is John Kennelly for some
Really?
fucking reason.
I love
He
John Kennelly.
pisses me off so much. Like, no, he's funny. He's very funny.
I like when he apologizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way he apologizes. I just came to get something to eat. I'm sorry.
And
Like,
he was a teacher for 13 seconds
for 13 seconds.
until Chris actually spoke to him and realized that there's no way that this guy's teaching anybody anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Why did
and
you say that?
it's just like,
I think he said.
Oh,
I think Melena. I think he said it in. I think he said he was a teacher in the chat, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, because it's someone that you're supposed to be able to trust, and
Right.
he was taking advantage of that for sure, absolutely without a doubt. But it's just something about him makes me so upset.
Yeah, Chatterbait Billy. Dustin can drive for hours, but walking to get lunch from your cell is just too much.
Exactly.
Then that's totally something he would say. But if they ask, like, "Oh, well, how come you can drive for miles to talk to a underage girl?"
Yeah. What?
I don't know. He'll just be like, "I don't know."
See, it's all about motivation.
It's all about motivation. Oh my god, the will was strong with that one.
It's kind of like, you know, how parents can, like, you know, have abnormal strength when you know, trying to save their kids, and that. It's like Dustin, like the power of a child compels him to be able to do anything.
Yes, very, very true. He'll say he's cold. He's as cold as clam and shit. He's cold as clam and shit. That's funny. I love the
Dustin's police interrogation is amazing, though.
It is good.
It's so great.
It's so good, and like what makes it more like humiliating is are his pockets are turned inside out or out, and he just like keeps them there, and he has a very
Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Clay donated $25.
Oh my god, thank you, Clay, so much. I really, really appreciate that. I don't.
You.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. The thing that I noticed the most is, and I don't know if like the cop was doing it on purpose or it was just something, but Dustin had his heels together, but he had his feet turned out pretty wide.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop had his like left foot between the feet.
Yep.
It just physically looked just uncomfortable throughout, and maybe Dustin he was trying to not move because he was so intimidated. I don't know. It was just, I don't know, something about that physically made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually notice that before, but see, like Dudinsky, much like like the training at the KBI must be either they're just great or fucking, because all the tactics they use are so good. Like, you know, the fact that Dudinsky wouldn't move his leg, like he was happy to make Dustin uncomfortable, but just the way that he just got onto, you know, the whole thing about, you know, I'm a chubby guy too and all this kind of stuff. Like he butted him up so well. Just incredible. Like, I mean, he would have got information out of just about anyone with that. But then and what I love about that is, like, you know, because Dustin, I think, really thought they had this great rapport. And as soon as he got what he needed, he's like, righto, Dustin, have a good life. I'm fucking out of here. Like,
he thought he was killing it.
Exactly. No, it's a really good interrogation.
I mean, that makes sense because I'm pretty sure, like, he was... also because he got away with that other time, he got so good at using his disability to his advantage, to either get things, get like out of things. Absolutely.
I think he's done it his whole life, and I do think up until that point where Dudinsky was, you know, basically like, yeah, we're done. And the whole tone changed. I think he thought he was an outside chance of getting out of this. Like, I think he thought, you know, I keep going along with this, and, you know, eventually Dudinsky's going to be like, you know what, Dustin, I think you're a good guy. You've made a mistake. You know, I'm going to go and have a chat about this, and if you give me your word, you know, that you won't do this again, I'm gonna get you out of here, mate.
Oh, interesting. When they offered JWE a can of Sprite, solid move by my girl Catherine. Well, Catherine's the best. Catherine.
Oh, the best. Like the
best.
The best interrogator I've seen in any interrogation. Just well, that's what I always think. I would have loved if Lorne had gotten her.
Oh my god.
Like, because that whole, you know, kind of almost like mothery type of. Oh man, he would have been like
putty in her hands.
I mean, not that. I mean, and because you can see the interrogators invested Lorne. I mean, they had him dead to rights. They didn't need anything out of him, so they didn't kind of go in there thinking, you know, we want to make sure he cops to everything and that.
Yeah, because there was so much evidence already. Like, they just didn't even bother.
Yeah, well, they just had to go through the motions. Like, you know, hopefully he'll agree to let us search the truck, so we don't have to. Even though we'll get a warrant, we won't have to go to all of that. So get him to do that. You know, make him uncomfortable, show him his little dick a few times, and get him to cop to that. Yep, that's definitely me. And we're out of here. Job done. But like, if Catherine like gave them the same treatment like she did with like John Wesley Elliott and that, like, I would have loved, like, you know how she like tried to get John Wesley Elliott to basically role play calling his wife.
Yes.
Like, imagine if she got Lorne to role play calling Mama Gwen.
Oh my god!
And they're sitting in there going,
oh, that would be so good.
It would have been amazing.
We got to get Jordan back to do a skit of that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Definitely. Just find someone that could be Catherine and just... No, Opie, you're staying with me. I'm sorry.
I mean, probably Kennedy. Like, 'cause she would have been a great Casey Morrow.
Oh my god!
That's what I love on one of the streams on Andy's channel, where they're talking about, you know, when we're going to cast the movie, you know, who are going to play everyone and that, and like, I don't know, I can't remember, they said, like, you know, they're obviously talking about celebrities, and she's like, I could play Casey. Like, yeah, we're talking about famous people.
They're talking about famous people, or people who have actually done any type of acting at all, maybe a commercial, community theater, something. Nope. But she wouldn't play Casey. She would play herself.
Absolutely. You know, just like she was going to catfish Lorne by ringing him up and telling him he's a fucking pedo. Like, as if that was I ain't gonna take any of his shit.
Yeah. And I feel like I was listening to this not too long ago. I think. It was the I think it was when Squeaks they streamed the Kennedy Jordan stream in one stream.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like they didn't even stop.
Wow.
But it was so epic. But like, it always gets me when Jordan says, I would like to see, you know, someone who's Australian be a catfish, because I really like that accent.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Probably because he was trying to tune Scarlet at the time.
Oh my god.
So he hit Scarlet. I really love that accent.
Yes.
But he did have a bit of a thing for Australia. Like a few times it came up like you know, Australia don't like you either, Joran. So I happen to speak on behalf of Australia, and we're not a friend.
Right. But I just I had this thought of you know, if maybe you were there at the time, you can do the accent, but you know, have a little more of a feminine cadence to it. And then you just kind of do it for a while, and he's just kind of man, I'm really digging this new catfish. Oh my god, her voice is so sexy. And then there's a reveal that it's you, and he would be so pissed off. He'd be so offended by that. As if that has never happened before.
I'm not gay or anything.
Yeah, that's his favorite
Smell
word.
my breath.
Yeah, that's his favorite word. Hi, Honest. Hello. But yeah, I don't know. I just make up little scenarios in my head with Joran. It's just, I don't know,
Absolutely.
If this could happen, I would be so happy. Darn it, he needs to come back.
I would love if if anyone's in contact with him, just to be everyone's moved on now. In fact, we now think your streams are hilarious.
And just for a little amount of time, anyone who has done Joran streams, just kind of make it private.
Oh yeah.
For a minute or something. So if he really tries to look himself up, there's nothing there. Oh my god. Wow, no one's... Yeah,
it's all gone.
It's all gone. That's interesting.
And just when we know that he's watching, just start dropping stuff into streams about, I reckon he was the best streamer we had. Better than Clobber, but easily, just drop these little hints and he'd be like, holy fuck. It's sometimes artists aren't appreciated until after their death. So he's time to come back. Same as Kennedy.
Same as Kennedy, yeah.
Come back, Kennedy.
Yeah.
I for one, and I might be the only one, but I miss you.
You're gonna die on that hill alone. Hi, Cookie Whoopie Pie. The church now... Wait. Oh, no. The church no longer follows COD. We're Jorantologists. Yep. Yep. I will agree on that. Minuscule Kennedy. I'm small. Ugh, God. I bet she's still pregnant. She's been pregnant this the whole time. The Church of Kennedy Saints. I love all this.
Well, you know what? This is going to be my next question, and maybe this is the answer to that. We hate all these guys, obviously.
Obviously.
Is there anybody that you have an irrational hatred for? I can't tell you why I fucking hate this guy. So I mean, we know why we hate Dustin. We know why we hate Hambubger, and we know why we hate all of these guys. But is there anybody that you have this blinding hate for that people would be yeah, he's not the worst one. I don't know why you hate. I don't know why all this is spewing out of you.
Well, obviously it's Kennelly, but it kind of does go a little bit deeper. I kind of have half an insight as to why. I mean, he literally the next day he's back at it he did nothing wrong. You just got grilled nude in a house that you've never been to in your life. You could never afford to be in, for one.
Yes.
This man is yelling at you while you are naked, and yet you still go back on the internet looking for more. Somehow that didn't traumatize you off of the internet.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's because he's slow in the head or something.
It didn't
Not even for a day. Literally the same day he was back online, and then the next day
waited a week or two.
Right, but no, it's infuriating because why would you do that? obviously there's no cure for it. I don't think that, he was going to be scared forever off the internet by the one thing, but I would think that you'd be like, okay, well, I know this is going on now, so I'm not going back online.
Ew, I'm surprised Jordan doesn't ask. So now that we've talked about who we hate, are there any predators we find attractive? Women answer first.
Now, Danny, I know you said, you hated the predators with the teachers the most, but what about teachers of comedy? Like,
Ooh.
do you hate those?
Oh, thank you, Kat G, for donating and stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Thanks, Kat G.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. If he did that. Now, would you find yourself attracted to any of them? Do you find any of them at least somewhat good looking? That if he was walking just to get his dry cleaner, would you say, hey, that guy is attractive?
What about Mike Manzi if his head was weirdly elongated and he had a beard?
Yeah,
Which,
a little more
he
egg-shaped.
sounds pretty hot. I'm actually getting a bit turned on myself there,
Yes.
Danny. What do you think?
Yeah. Anyone
Melania,
else find that?
any love for the balls?
Any love for the baldies? Type of guy to flirt with a woman using racial stereotypes like Nubian princess and caramel queen. Oh my God. Or the black chick from Cali, like that. He would so do that. Yeah, we've seen it many a times. I bet he still does that shit.
Talking to this black chick from Cali.
Yeah, man. She's...
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Hello, honest.
Yeah, there she is.
Did I notice you in the chat?
Oh yeah. She joined not too long ago. This is like, huh? I think he was just trying to mostly impress Wes because he was talking to someone who's black and see, look, I got.
Just the honest comment. He was one message away from calling me chocolate.
Probably. Oh my God. Awful. Sorry, that was a real visceral reaction.
At least not in the same area the next day.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, no.
Same place.
A McDonald's. A McDonald's of all McDonald's.
I think the most infuriating.
That's like a caricature of a pedophile.
It really is.
I think they have that specific chat log up online too. Last time I even bothered to look at anything about him, and he is like, him and this decoy argue about where to meet up, and the decoy's like, that's kind of a long walk for me.
Like, shut up, I want McDonald's.
They're arguing about meeting by this one statue or meeting by until they finally fucking settle on the McDonald's, which is out of the decoy's like way, and he has to like promise to buy the decoy something to eat. And it's just like, it's like.
I think the most infuriating part of that for me is Chris referring to McDonald's as a fast food, as a restaurant. Yeah. Lorna Diddy, I'm going to ask who you think, but I got a couple more donations that I want to get through. It's let's see. Fred has a question about the Justin thing. Do I understand his story correctly? That it was a mom trying to force him to date her daughter, so he tried to be sexual to scare her off. Did I misunderstand, or is that what he really meant? That's what he really meant, Fred.
Yeah.
At least that's what he was trying to tell Agent Dudinsky. Nobody knew where the fuck he was going with that. Nobody believed that bullshit. But that's what he was going with, Fred.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dan Allen's penis has made yet another.
God.
Oh no!
He's back. Even I think Dustin was lying.
Did you ever see the pictures of Dan Allen?
No, like I haven't seen anything, apart from when he was on the show. No, no, I haven't. Why is that? Are they amazing?
Well, he does. I don't know if it was a video or he took a picture. I can't remember, but he did pull a Lorne. And there's something very. It's almost. It's more disturbing than Lorne's for sure.
Is it a really weird dick?
It's just. It looks like there's something wrong. Like it's been sick or wrapped up in some type of like rubber band for a really long time.
Oh.
And somehow the balls just shrank. They're just non-existent at that point. It was really
Are
weird.
they like black like a dog's nose?
No, they're just not even there.
Wow, weird dick and no balls.
Yes.
Sounds amazing. Eel said the JPEG of Dan Allen's dick is titled Turtle Dick.
It is! It is, that's right. I swear. I think I still have some pics saved from the original dump.
Okay.
I don't know why I just decided to just download the photos and the videos and stuff. Like I was gonna use it for something, but I think I still have it. Don't worry, I will not share it here.
And I'm just a dumb penis. And you're attached to Dan Allen. You have to listen to Dan Allen lying all day long, and you even know that Justin's a liar.
I'm surprised the penis is still alive.
Thank God it's gone.
In his defense, he's just curious.
He's just
He's just curious. He's just trying it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jorn, keep the bit going. Never drop the bit. I bet he did the arms when he did that.
Definitely.
Or he might say, you can't, like once we press play again, you gotta do the arms.
Dan Allen's ghillie suit donated $1. It says,
Yes!
Oh, he loved that.
They got it on the ground. On the ground. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, the various body parts of Dan Allen, and thank you, Fred. Lorne Identity, is there anybody that you have like just? And again, I'm prefacing this by saying that
he does viral effects. He really believes he is Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh yeah. Dum ba-dum bum 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 bum.
What's the deal with this ghillie suit? Is it really ghillie or is it a suit? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Stupid.
They're all suck.
They're all horrible people, and we hate them all. But is there anybody that you have like that you're like that people will be like, yeah, I hate them too. But
oh my God, Cookie Whoopie Pie, you're so right. Jordan only reacts to anything Mr. Gigi made a bit out of. It's the only thing he knows. Point. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, he definitely just watched Mr. Gigi and didn't like explore anything else. Like when we were able to stream or watch anything that was on TCAP or on the Predators themselves.
Nah, because he had no interest.
No
interest in that.
He didn't have any interest in any of this.
Nah, like he just, like I mean, obviously he enjoyed, Mr. Gigi stuff and that, but as soon as he got here and he saw the, people saying, the Precious Princess stuff and all that kind of stuff, he was just like, man, these people are horny.
Yes.
He was just like, this is amazing.
Yeah, these are my people. They're just creeps online.
Yeah.
Like me.
I've been looking for them my whole life.
But it's a little much.
Maybe that guy who came in like the leather jacket, the one with like his CD, he rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he definitely rubbed me the wrong way. Also, the guy, this is way watered down.
Yeah.
Him, like I don't remember the names really either,
Chris
but yeah, the one who
Chris
came who
Urban.
like smelled shitty, and he's just comes in with like the
Yeah.
watered down 151
The
in his
stinky
pocket.
one.
Like I don't even know how he fit that in his pocket. Like so crazy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, like a giant, like a huge
Yeah,
bottle.
the
Pulls out
151.
his cargo shorts.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like a magic trick. He
Like-
pulls out that fucking
Like,
bottle.
like he had it in his inventory, right?
Right, and it's in his fucking pocket somehow. Like, how deep are your fucking pockets, dude?
Right. Right.
Like,
Oh,
goddamn.
Yeah, that's
I feel like he was probably wearing like Jinko jeans. Have you?
What are they?
Oh god, Jinko jeans. They were such a moment in the 90s. I totally had
Yeah.
2 pair. They're pretty much like these parachute jeans or pants that were just
Yep.
a moment in, for me, it was middle school. So it was like the late 90s. It was such a look. And at first, for me, like they weren't really like mainstream at the time. So you could only get them if you go to Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
So I totally made my mom take me to Beverly Hills so I can have a pair.
So are they like JNCO? I'm just looking them up.
Yes, Jinkos,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I know what they are now.
And they did have some deep pockets. Oh my gosh, a guy named Kevin. Hello, friend.
Hello.
Excuse you. Have a fantastic flight. I am sorry. It's Mr. Gigi. It's Mr. Jordan's very formal with names.
He is.
Both of them, like I exactly, like I don't know why, but both of them, they just like, oh, you guys are gross.
Chris Urban is that
Yeah.
is that one. Milena, who do you got?
Well, since that actor bloke says I'm kind of stinky,
Chris,
like
that's
that,
Chris Weaver.
Yes.
that, yeah, I yeah, like that. Since it's already been mentioned, I would like
Well,
to go.
that's actually a different guy. Chris Urban was also stinky. He didn't take a shower. That's
Okay.
the first thing he did.
Don't worry, many of them smelled bad.
Yeah.
Have to.
And
I'm gonna take 2.
It's such a
Okay,
great
so,
excuse, isn't it? Like, you know, there's no way I'd be here to molest a kid. I mean, I stink. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna smell nice. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the absolute scum of the universe. Doesn't get much lower than me, but hey, I've at least got some respect. I'm not gonna make them smell me stinky while we do it.
Yeah, totally. And also you can take that back to the Jordan Kennedy stream when they were talking about Lauren's attire.
Oh yes.
And Jordan like completely just bashes Lauren with his like thing. Oh, if you're coming in to meet a potential mate,
Yeah.
first of all, it's a child.
Jordan's like, hey, whenever I meet kids, I look my best.
Yes.
I've got my shirt ironed.
But any outfit that we have seen him in, especially like since he left, he dresses exactly like Lauren.
Well, he's not beating kids in those photos.
Oh, let's hope not.
But yeah, that's exactly right. Like he is not one to hand out fashion advice, and it was such a weird discussion. Like
Yes.
to talk like about like as if this was an actual date when Lorne was very clear. I mean, not that I think Lorne would dress much better than that. We've seen Lorne doesn't dress better than that, although he has some photos where he looks like he's like, you know, in a button-up shirt and that kind of stuff. But the whole thing about what he was wearing, so it would be easy access for the car ride home. Like, no one was pretending they were going out to a restaurant or something.
Yeah, he was just picking her up.
Yeah.
That's true. Jordan dresses like a fat 8th grader. Yes, he does. Holy shit. Oh my god. But yeah, he's no one to talk.
No.
Okay, he's flirting. He's attempting to flirt, and he just talks about how badly he.
But he does expect women to dress nice and not look like a slob, I believe he said.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, they yeah.
It's amazing to me when it comes to like people if they have like very high standards for their like mate. It's like that one character. I think it was Jason Alexander. Have you seen Shallow Hal?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Jason Alexander's character is like so picky that he has this gorgeous woman who is very sweet and smart, can get like some cool tickets to a show, whatever. And he blows her off because she has her second toe from whichever foot is just like not even like a half an inch longer than the others.
Yeah.
That was his breaking point.
Because I'm just a
get
Cali
past it.
slime bucket witch
Mr.
lady.
Questionnaire.
Mr. Questionnaire donated $3. When are you going to talk about how poorly Casey Morrow is aging?
Thank you, Mr. Questionnaire. Appreciate it. You know, I think we will definitely get there at some point. I mean, how could you not talk about anything TCAP or Lauren or Joran without talking about how horribly disgusting Casey Moreau is?
Exactly, like that is, you know, she's definitely the villain in this story.
She is.
According to Jordan, at least.
Yes. Hi, Clementine. Hello. But yeah, that's how I like imagine Joran just being so picky because he's insecure about what he has. I think Jason Alexander, he had like a little nubby tail or something.
That's it, yeah.
But
that was a pretty good movie, actually.
You know what? I am gonna say that there's so many things that are wrong with Shallow Hal, but I think there's definitely certain parts that I think still like have aged well when it comes to, you know, how you see people. You know, if they're a horrible person, that means that they're like fat, or you know, how they with the fat and skinny and even gender too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with it. It's just dumb. I mean, you know,
yeah. It's a dumb.
I'm a big fan of Jack Black movies.
Yeah, I mean,
can't
even
help
then, it was a dumb movie, but it had some type of message. I believe.
Oh, definitely did. But you know, and I just love dumb movies. Like sometimes, like, you know, you don't want to think too much. Like, but it was good. It was good. It was
Oh
good
my
stuff.
God, yeah. So is School of Rock. Oh yeah. Some if you have
for
YouTube
sure.
premiums, some of his movies are free.
Very nice.
How bad his hygiene is. I'm just like, I'm floored. I don't.
It's a ballsy flirting technique. I'll give him to that.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Well, I am kind of stinky. Like, first of all.
Well,
Like, oh, hot.
he wanted to get in a shower with that decoy. I think that's what that was
Yeah,
about.
but you don't have to tell that you know, I don't want to get anywhere near that swamp ass.
Yeah,
That's not,
he could have left out. He could have left out
It's
that
slightly-
that he fucking reeks.
Oh my God! And stinky out of all of those, out of every
It's
word
such a
that you
child word.
Yeah.
like.
I was thinking the same thing as the TLI said. Yeah, that's such a childish way to say it, but he's talking to a child, so of course he's gonna.
Just your language.
Yes, adjust the language. Yes. Ugh, that is just.
Which it's so. I mean, you know, like everything always comes back to Lorne. But I mean, that's exactly what Lorne did in his chat. Like, you know, your pee-pee. Or my pee-pee, or whatever the fuck he said.
Whatever
Like,
he said.
I mean, typical Lorne. Like, it's not childish. It's like baby talk.
Yeah. But I don't like. Does like the whole Mr. Penis and Mrs. Vagina? Like, what is that? What is that for?
Exactly right.
I don't know why that's like. Oh, it's Mr. Penis, so you're gonna respect him.
Yeah. It's like it was like a puppet show. Like, you know. It's so weird.
I
He's so weird.
I always think of that. I've brought it up so many times. I remember talking with Squeaks about it. This show, Puppetry of the Penis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Yep.
theater show. Lauren could have totally joined the cast. We've seen those pictures. Come on, he can do some things.
Maybe that's why it's curved, because he's been trying to get it into like,
So,
you know.
yes. He was trying to do
Like-
the hamburger too much.
Yeah. The wind change is gonna stay like that, Lorne.
Yep.
No, it won't, Mum. Oh no, jeez.
Like, why doesn't he say something a little bit like, oh, well, I do smell kind of offensive, but, it's
right.
just something, but
I'm a bit ripe.
Well, when you're going after children, you have to use child's language.
That's right. That's
But
right.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
true.
Yeah, that's it. So since I'm just offended by that for some reason. That pisses me off so much. And number 2 is Loverman Genius because he spells genius incorrectly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just
Genius is spelled wrong. I love that Chris had to point that out. It
Yeah.
was really quite brilliant. Oh god.
I don't tolerate fools. Like
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You would think
And-
you would have spell checked your screen name.
Right. Yeah. Like just through Google, through Google just to double check. And
Although
Kayla, I hate
to be
Kayla.
fair, I do refer to myself as clobbering ting time sometimes,
Yeah, but that.
or at least Lauren
Yeah, but
does.
that. I thought that was your name, Clobbering Ting Ting.
No, that's what
Ting.
Lauren thinks.
I mean, he is God after all. But yeah, and I also thirdly I hate Kayla.
Yes, I know you do.
I fucking hate Kayla.
She's very dumb.
Yeah, she is she's insufferable to listen to.
You're gonna think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
If you put her head near your ear, you could hear the ocean.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's no.
Kayla's a bit vapid. Oh shit.
Like,
Why did it sound like Joran was like far away from his mic, but still decided to speak just now?
It does fit. It does, mate. Like,
It
he's probably
fits.
coming back from the bathroom.
Probably. Or he just found the spot he wants to move his desk to.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, this is gonna be good. Oh, I'm still here. Hi. People. I want an explanation for that one.
Yeah.
Like, even if he doesn't come back, like, he needs to come back to just answer some questions.
Yeah, at least do a Q&A.
A Q&A. It would be so harmful. We won't get too, like, crazy. We won't, like... But it's just simple questions like, why were you moving your desk constantly while you were on a stream?
Yeah.
You know people can
Just-
hear
just
that,
little-
right? Hi, Stubble, Repent, Repeat, and Chad Burrows. He has to do chores, get done, to do alpha, to sit and wait around. Chores to get done. Oh, yeah, okay, yes. He has chores to get done. He's too alpha to just sit and wait around. That's very true.
That's a good point. I think that's why.
Yeah, he needs to be active because he's such a gym rat.
Yeah,
Yeah, when
exactly.
when he's not at the gym, he has to be constantly moving.
Yep. He's what watches telling him to stand, and he's there. He's probably got one of those, those treadmills you can get for under your desk. He's probably got that, so he's just walking the whole time, just
See, that would
getting
be
the cardio
smart.
up.
Yeah, or like a little bike that'll fit under the desk.
Yes,
You can constantly
Yep.
be it's like you're riding a bike.
exactly.
Swole run.
Dan Allen is checking in again. Dan,
Yeah.
but this
Oh,
time
boy.
it's Dan Allen's library card.
Oh my.
Wow.
I
Go get it.
I lied. They're with me. So retarculous. Retarculous. That's what's her face. I forgot which decoy said that, but she said it to the
Retarculous.
library card jackass. I fucking hate that guy.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thomas
that guy.
Moffat is his name, and he's a fucking piece of shit.
I hate him.
Joran, how about you? Do you have a? And again, I'm prefacing this again that they're all scummy pieces of shit, but
Okay, so it's a real good thing that you waited to ask me last because I honestly didn't have an answer.
Okay.
But listening to everyone else gave me a chance to think.
Mhm.
None of my choices are irrational, but here's two that haven't been mentioned. The rabbi.
No,
Oh,
that's
yep.
definitely not a lot of people hate him.
I grew up.
Hey, Punk Pansy, what's up? Cookie Whippy Pie.
Hello.
I feel like Joran thinks he's above those devices. Bodybuilding only.
Yeah.
God.
Never skips leg day.
Super spiritual,
Never-
and anyone who claims to
definitely skips leg day.
represent God and does that gets the automatic fist in the stomach from Joran.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the fact
Oh.
that he got that angry and lunged at our friend Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That
You don't
puts
do
me in
that.
red zone.
He even did the John Cena move.
Right. Someone said that in the chat too.
Yeah. The grab at his face, baked salmon broke that down recently. That was a good video. The other one, I don't know his name. I'll refer to him as the Giant. Anybody
Lurch.
who
Oh,
Mr. Gigi had the great.
You're talking about Lurch, right?
Right.
You're talking about
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Lurch.
Yeah.
James
Um,
Travis Fowler.
Cause I'm just
Thank
a
you.
Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Punk Pansy donated $5. Wish I could afford to donate more, but hope you're healing fast.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anything is helpful, so I appreciate all of you. Yes, I do. What Joran said, like, oh, I'm glad you asked me last because then he made some bullshit excuse. Well, wasn't it bull? Because he just said, because I don't know. I didn't have an answer.
What he really means is like, you know, because it's like he skits. He's always the last one in there, you know,
Yes.
to end on a high. You guys have all babbled on with bullshit for a while. Now I'm going to end the discussion.
Yes.
Mic drop.
Yeah, like Il said, I'm glad you asked me last because I've never heard of any of these people before in my life. Like, I understand, like, forgetting names. I forget names all the time, especially with ones that
Yeah.
don't get brought up as much.
Yep.
But, like, at least know, like, the nickname. Like Lurch. Do I always remember Fowler? Like, no.
No.
But Lurch?
Well, I'm
that's
sure
something.
you have, Travis.
I'm sure you have, Travis. Another golden moment from Catherine Reed.
Mr. Gigi had a great point. He says, I can't stand these guys who treat the decoys like.
And he's stealing from other people's content
Yeah.
as
Yep.
as his opinions. You know, very
Yep.
yes. Very
Homeless prostitutes.
Right, right.
The fact that he went from talking, decided somewhere in his pea brain, enough is enough of the social niceties. I'm going to get up and walk to her and no doubt rape her. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
ultimately disgusting to me.
He loves that word.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we all know their intentions, Joran. You don't have to say it and also be so hard on that R.
Yeah. Like, and he does that. Like, I don't know if he's trying to, like,
Be
Make
edgy.
it- yeah, or I think because, like, he'll say, like when on other streams where he's talked about it, or when he's, like, read the chat log with Danny and that, like, he would be, like, it's almost like he's half throwing up in his mouth when he says it. Like, it's like he's trying to show how disgusted he is, like, as if not everyone else is. Like,
Yeah.
as if he's kind of like, rape her.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, wow. That is a guy that would definitely not rape a kid. I mean, he hates it. Like,
Like, why are you being
it's
so
like-
defensive? Like, not, or not, I don't know, defensive, like, something. I don't know. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, like, we're all on the same page here,
We're-
Jordan. Like,
That's why we're all here, Joran. Like, you don't have to do that.
Like,
It really
he
didn't.
really pushes it out.
Yes, he does. Yes. Well, he did. I like rape, Joran. God, not that. They call him like the vampire predator. Fuck that guy.
Oh man, that guy sucks.
He sucks so hard. And being so like casual and like drinking his little punch.
Well, that's what I can never understand how in that moment, like when him drinking the punch and like so cool, like eating the pizza and that, like how are you putting anything into your body at that point? Like I don't, I just don't.
And the fact, that he could stomach doing that after being caught.
Yeah.
Doing something so horrible.
Exactly.
That must, that could be like a defense mechanism, maybe, like, or he thinks that, oh, if I just act and look calm, I won't be in that much trouble.
I think that's what, like, so I think they're kind of like, because they got excuses for it. So, but if I'm kind of like, I've got nothing to hide here, like, this is like, maybe it'll come across better. Mm-hmm. Like, but yeah, it's just so weird. But yeah, the way he's sitting there as if like him and Chris are just on like, at a bar just shooting the shit, like, and he's talking about how he likes rape and like, likes to tie people up and shit. Like,
just between us guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the cameras were out yet.
No,
so
that's right. And he pretty much says that. He's something like, guy to guy, as if like Chris is gonna be like, oh yeah, man, I get it. Like,
yes. Oh my god, they're so hilarious.
To me, nothing is much worse, because they were just like, at that point, they're not human, and they're not treating the other person as a human. If you make Lauren look somehow a little bit more likable or moral, yeah.
Anybody that humanizes Lauren is a bad person.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that
you
is
got
so
identity.
stupid.
I want to throw a shout out to Night Driver says,
that is so stupid. So that makes it, I don't know, maybe I kind of understand what he's trying to say, but he's really failing at it. Just, they're all coming there to, like Tony the rapist.
They're rape.
Yeah.
Tony the rapist.
Yeah. Over here. I don't know. He just doesn't have much else to say, I guess.
Nah.
I gotta say somebody. And yeah, Eel, I feel, Michael, Worker, and Joran, they do have some things in common. Joran has a genie fetish, and Worker has a vampire fetish. I might want to cut you a little bit.
Oh,
no.
Awful.
Cut you a little bit and drink some of your blood or something along those lines.
Like, it's just like they, like, I don't know how to word this properly, because it's like, what all of them are wanting to do is, like, it doesn't get any worse. But, like, the ones that, like are like this, or, they're all about, anal and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's not that, like, that's any worse, but it's just, like, I don't know, like, so vile. Like, you have found a way to make the vilest thing someone can do even fucking worse. Yeah. Like, congratulations, you shithead.
Good job. You did it.
He's got some analysis videos on his channel, so check out Night Driver.
Cool.
I think we'll maybe go for like 20 more minutes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds
good to me.
Perfect.
But I'm not a driver at night, so.
That's my favorite. If it was a favorite, that's my favorite.
That was going to be my next question.
So quotable. I love it.
No rubber.
But before I get to, I do want to share the one that I have the most irrational hatred for, because I did his interrogation video, and I basically couldn't see in front of my face because I was just blind with I fucking hate Jim Roush so much. And he's not the worst predator, but he that whole interrogation, I get so fucking mad at him. I just want to punch the shit out of him.
Coming from the bridge.
The fact that he's having such a good time in that interrogation room, the fact that he's telling jokes like he's at Pompillo's, his weird...
He thought he was walking out. He thought he was walking out.
Yeah, he was just walking. His misplaced ego. There's so much about Jim Rouse, and I know I'm doing heresy to Mike Pence right now.
I was about to
that's
say.
my lord as far as Pence is concerned. But man, Jim Rouse.
You're sure you want to say this? I'm sure Mike Pence is around here somewhere, and he's going to hear it. And he's going to spam your chat with Jim Roush. Jim.
Roush fucking drives me up a goddamn wall. Like, that interrogation stream that I did was probably the hardest, the most work I've ever done doing a live stream, getting through that fucking shit. Because I hate him so goddamn much. But is there a guy that you're? I'll start with you, Jordan. Is there a guy that you are entertained by? Like a guy that you know? I can't hate him too much because he's just too goddamn funny. But before you answer, Cody donated $5 and says, "Bud Light is the Pizza Hut of beers." He's got a point there. Fuck Lauren Armstrong and his stupid, shitty Pizza Hut life. You bring up excellent. That's a great analogy, Cody.
It's funny because he's supposed to be a male slut, and we also call Pizza Hut Pizza Slut. So you know.
Hey.
So Jordan, is there a guy that you're entertained by? Like a guy?
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to preface this again by saying, you know, they're all pieces of shit. They're all monsters. We hate them all. But is there a guy? I can't be mad at you.
It's definitely, if Lauren's my number one, as a comedian, the most material I could get by far would be the Gabe Romano.
Of course, that's my answer as well.
We all saw that coming.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to talk about how he. What does he say? Like he pushes, like if it doesn't even like work in the context of the conversation, he will just nail in that I'm not gay. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, and as a comedian, that makes him more notable to these type of, you know, to answer these questions because he knows what funny is.
Yep.
He knows funny. It's ridiculous. All right, let's hear some impressions, Jorn.
I cannot tell you how many times I have crowbarred, not shoehorned, into a conversation that has nothing, mind you, to do with sexuality. I all of a sudden pop up with, "I'm not gay, I'm just saying."
Yeah.
I can put that anywhere. And most of
Yes.
things he's
Nailed it.
Yeah. I
Nailed it.
he definitely nailed it because, and that's right, he said like crowbarred, yeah, like he pushes that in there. It's just
like why does he think that's a good thing?
I don't know.
Like you know, he talks about comedy all the time and that, but like isn't comedy about like, you know, like just like the back and forths and like, you know, kind of being quick-witted to put things in there that pop up, like not deciding beforehand you're going to go crowbar something into the thing. Like it's like the opposite of that. And I've just noticed in the, you know, the chat that's on this original stream, Poop Proc said, "Who was the guy on the stream who sounds kind of like David Cross?"
Whoa, is it still up here?
Yeah. Like if you look at it right now.
Oh
the bottom.
my God! It's Boop Frog.
Sounds like David Cross.
Who's the guy on the stream who sounds like David Cross? He looks like him too.
A lot.
Poor David Cross.
Sorry, David Cross.
I know, like you're brilliant. We love you, but
it's Jordan's fault, not yours.
It's Jordan. Yes, exactly. It's Jordan's fault. It's nothing you did. But it's like he's stuck in this era, in the era of comedy that is is homophobic. Like
Yep.
the constant denying of whoa, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Or that was like such an insult to. And his answer is like something that's defensive. But he thinks
And it's almost
funny.
like he's got this belief that if he doesn't say that, people are going to go, well, you know what, a bit of a gay joke was made there, and Jordan didn't deny it, so gay? Maybe, like.
Exactly. Oh God, Jordan also looks like Tom. I always say his last name wrong. Segura.
Oh,
Segura, whatever.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So close. Almost every single line is Tommy Wiseau perfect.
It is.
Just,
Oh,
I'm not a
fucking
driver
hell.
at night.
Okay.
The pronunciation of land.
Like, we get it. That's another
You
thing.
love the room.
You get it.
You love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We
You
get
love. We got it, girl. We got it. You like the room. And he just
Yeah, and
somehow...
I've never watched it.
That's right. You haven't watched it.
And I don't want to now because
You won't enjoy it.
No, he's
You
ruined it
won't-
for me.
Yeah, it's ruined. You can't ever watch it now because, like, he still thought that film was so, like, obscure or, like, that no one's ever heard of. So he believes he has this elevated sense of humor
Yep.
that no one else has, as if, like, no one's ever watched The Room.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you haven't, like, people know the quotes too.
Yes.
The obvious ones that are said all the damn time, still to this day.
Yes.
It's like, you're not smarter. Your comedy.
Yeah, you're not breaking any ground
You're
here.
not. Yep. He's not trying to, like when you say, like, break the wheel, like, he's not even trying to fix the wheel. You don't have to fix anything about the wheel. The wheel is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Atlantic City, not my brother.
Oh, Punk Pansy, you're making a room tarot deck. I have a Vine tarot deck. Some people know this, but not too many, but it is the greatest purchase I have ever made. It's all the popular vines on tarot cards. And the one that I love the most is the card that's the Lovers. It's a picture of the two bros sitting in a hot tub, something feet apart because they're not gay. Like, it's just, if I really need, like, a good silly, like, laugh, I love it.
My other brother.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Put the beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. Yeah, I did a stupid thing. There are so many. Look, I just rattled them off from the top.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
Well, you got
I'll tell you,
some
like,
of them wrong.
You did.
But
Yeah, he did.
Put that in the refrigerator.
Yes.
Or put that beer in the fridge.
Yeah, put that bit. Yeah, exactly.
Like he's like one of your favorite guys. You say that all the time, and you can't even get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Audibly.
I watch his footage, and I just say to myself, "Oh, Anthony, I can't stay mad at you. Look what you're saying.
You came to molest a child, but I can't be mad at you.
I stopped by.
You gave good directions.
Yeah, he gave good directions. Melanie, I'm going to ask you next, but before I do, I got a couple more donations. Dan Allen's friend's mom's cancer. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
The truth is, I made them do it. They were so depressed. That'll happen when your friend's mom has cancer. It just leads to child abuse.
He makes me so angry too.
Oh,
he makes me so angry too.
Our boy, the Twink. And then
Twink Toilet makes me upset.
Yeah. And Fred donated $2 and says, "Have any of you guys sucked dick at Pompillo's?" And yes, Fred.
Who hasn't sucked dick at Pompillo's?
Fred,
Yes, Danny. Who hasn't done that? You haven't truly lived until you sucked dick at Pompilios.
See, Jim Roush is so funny.
He is. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. I find him funny. I know Clover doesn't like him very much. Well, this was at this moment in time.
Yeah, Jim grows on you.
He does grow on you. Yeah, it took a little bit to understand. But I got it now. I got it, and I love it.
But you haven't lived. I didn't even know Pompillo's was a restaurant too.
Yeah, and here we are just sucking dick at the
Yeah.
Pompillos.
Well, what else do you do there? Milena, do you have
Certainly not eat.
you have a guy that you just I can't stay mad, I can't hate you too much.
It's not it's a hard one to answer because they all have their own like unique, like they're all very memorable, they're all very identifiable.
Oh yeah.
But I would have to say my old.
Hi, online lobster. You are safe from me. No boiling here. I did just eat some shrimp, so I apologize. Don't be mad at me for that.
All-time favorite. Okay, my all-time favorite would have to be when is it Safraz Khan and
Oh, when they showed up together, yeah.
yeah, and then he turns around.
Tennis boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tennis boy, right.
With
turns around, he's
the
like,
absolute worst pick, like
That's so good.
Oh yeah, slave to mistresses. Intense.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a awesome moment.
I fucking love that. Where he's like, "We're getting arrested." What?
That was a real reaction right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. And Tennis Boy, he's just this like younger kind of dude, I guess, and he's just he understands what's going on here.
Yes.
Slave to Mistress is just so brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes, R.I.P. to those shrimp that I ate. I was hungry.
Oh
They couldn't stand a chance against me.
my god.
I don't even.
Yeah, that
Mowgli.
pick is like he just got
Mowgli.
off the bus from the boat from Ethiopia. It's like he's the most malnourished like predator.
It's just.
And that's because he wants to look like a teen boy.
Well,
Oh, for sure.
Right. Yeah, he says it's like, oh, what are we gonna get arrested? I think, and then he's always like, what?
yeah, right. Yeah.
I cannot tell you. I had to replay that moment several times, and basically any Chris Hansen and he's like zingers, like one-liners. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, there's no particular predator for me because it's just the whole thing was incredibly entertaining, like
Sure.
everything.
Oh, that's why we love it.
Of course.
Lauren Identity, do you have one that like you just I can't go too hard on you?
I'm of Middle Eastern descent, and my dad has a lot of friends who sound like the guy who's like, never, ever.
Oh yeah.
Do you know I'm Egyptian? I am Muslim. I don't do this. Like I can
don't
do
do
the
this
voice so
thing.
well because I grew up around that accent so much, and it's just so funny hearing that guy. Never, ever. Like it's not even like I like him. I just think the accent is so funny because I associate it so much with this one person in my real life.
Yeah. Danny.
Yeah.
Yes, Cookie Whoopie Pie. Jordan probably got so jealous because TLI got the bigger laugh.
Yeah.
And maybe because Jordan's now, he's not the only, non-white person here. I don't know, something like that.
He thought he had that cornered.
Yeah, he thought he had that going for him. That it's never happened. That a non-white person being a part of this community.
Yes. It's like, thought I did. He's Middle Eastern. Oh man.
Oh, you think he's jealous that he's Middle Eastern? Probably.
Yeah.
That too. Oh, it always goes back. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay, I took a breath. He wants to get that genie adjacent card. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Funny if you might like hit up Tia Live like, hey, you know any ladies who might be genies? 'Cause I know that's part of your culture, right?
Trying to build a harem here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Danny, you got one?
It's a really hard question. I'm gonna say Jeff Stacy.
What's wrong with that? It's just talking. I
My
don't
voice
see.
is great.
And not even just for like the quality of his voice. Like, I don't know, for some reason he's one of those people, and maybe it's because we kind of got a follow up on him and he's moved on with his life.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't think he was that funny upon first like listen. I was just like, oh my god, this pedophile ass. Like, I was just kind of like, he made me upset like everybody else did.
Of course.
And then now that we have this follow up and he's actually one of the few people who's moved on with his life, I'm just like, yeah, I can't stay too mad at you. I mean, but other than that, someone who obviously fucking hasn't moved on, fucking like Lorne's the guy for me. Like, I find so much entertainment out of him that it's endless. Like, he gave me You Are Not Driving. I can't see that man.
You Are Not Driving.
Yeah.
Is just like real quick on Jeff Stacy?
Yeah, sure.
Is there were there extenuating circumstances that made his voice sound like that? I read somewhere
he was sick.
That he doesn't really sound like that.
That's I've read that too. That he had some kind of he had like the flu or a cold or something.
He had a chest cold hanging on.
Yeah, he had the chest cold hanging on to him a little bit, and for some reason, Jeff Stacy's the only person in the world who when he gets
just completely deteriorates.
Yeah, the voice comes out like that, you know.
Horrible.
You should have heard me when I had bronchitis. I sounded like that.
I would like to hear Jeff Stacy's normal voice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do too. Watch it be like really deep and seductive.
Hi, my name's Jeff.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. It's just talking.
It's just talking. I don't.
They're all just talking over Jordan. I love it.
They're all talking, and the funny thing is, he did that first. I believe.
Yes.
Yes. He did the. It's just talking. No one laughed. They just totally like whatever. We're just gonna jump in and do it. And everyone laughed at each other. They did not laugh at Jordan.
The grown-ups are talking, Jordan.
Yes. Who turned in a bigger performance with the that stupid heart? Jeff Stacy or Michael Jordan? Well, when that comment leaves, I can probably see it better. I don't like that. I hate that. That damn rose. Welcome back, Don De Lieta. I'll probably understand the joke in a minute.
Different things, clearly.
I swear, when I get to prison, I'm going to kill myself.
Put you in jail, and I'll hang myself. Dan Allen's other amusement. I'm not sure what that means, but I love it. Anyone into thought crimes and other stupidity. Jeremy DeWitt is the Lorne Armstrong of fake cops. I don't know who Jeremy DeWitt is, but yeah, you know what?
I think that's the guy who said he brought like a fucking shotgun with him or something stupid like that.
Well, I don't think Jeremy DeWitt's not a predator. I think he's just a guy who impersonates police on an epic scale. I think he's the John Kennelly of police impersonators.
I think he's the guy who like pretended he was a police officer, but he was like a detective or like a private eye or something.
That's Michael Patterson.
I don't know.
All right, it's about 7:30, so I think we'll call it for this one tonight. You know, we got a little over 30 minutes, and that's not bad.
That's better than I thought.
Better than I thought too. All right, we are gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much who donated so far. I truly appreciate it. And thank you, Cornville, for doing this with me again.
No, thank you for having me. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do it again like next week or something.
Sounds great.
Okay, cool.
We'll get another half hour done.
We'll get another half hour done. You know what's wrong with that?
Chipping away. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, my wrist is starting to hurt a little bit too, so I gotta do something about that. But thank you guys again. I do plan on streaming in the next day or two. I still need to figure out what to stream, and I got a person that's coming, some guy, I don't know who he is. But thank you again so much. Appreciate you guys. And have a good night.